Hey everybody, welcome back to the homestead. My name is Emily, and today we are continuing on with the Rollaway nesting box project. This is the third and final video for this, and we're starting out with cutting off a lip on the divider pieces that is sticking up too far from the front so that the lid will sit properly. I'm going to use the circular saw to start cutting along this edge to make these lips that are sticking up go away, but it's not going to go all the way down for sure. But I think maybe then I'll try using the handsaw after that. We will see how it goes. Okay, I need you to move. So, didn't get very far, but I got it started. Okay, this board is fitting on much better. Really flush. Okay, so before I screw that on, I'm actually going to go ahead and get the back braces cut. I've got a lip back here, the width of the board. So I'm going to cut pieces of this, probably one that will go between this top piece and the bottom piece to kind of hold them together a little bit more, and one to go across the top to help me have something to screw into the wall, and well, maybe not the top, but maybe like part way up, maybe even with the front, because this will have an angled roof and it'll be hard to screw in up here, but maybe like down here to screw into the wall with, and then one at the bottom of that one. And then we'll see if I have enough of this left to do the roof, and if not, I'll find something for that. This is all that is left. So this is going to be kind of a silly cut. There's this piece that goes out that way, which I have this sitting on to weigh it down. But I did go ahead and cut the roof piece first, because I needed about 15.5 inches for that, and then kind of divided the rest of it by about 4, not exactly. So these are about 3.5, and this is going to be like 5 7/8, almost 6, because it's a little wider on that end than it is on this end. is not the greatest cut, but oh well. I was about to say, yay, I'm done, but then I realized I screwed up again. This piece I put down here at the bottom, it's supposed to go higher up here because that piece that's sticking up is supposed to go from the bottom up to the top here to connect the two together, which makes me realize something else, is that this lip here on the bottom I'm going to need to cut off because it will be sticking out in the way of putting that piece flush with it. Yay! Well, it was pretty frustrating. It took me a really long time to get all of those nails out. But I got that lip cut off the back, so the top and the bottom should be able to join together pretty easily. And now I'm finally going to put the hinges on the door, the cover, the lid, whatever you want to call it. The part that flaps up and down so I can get to the eggs. There's a cat on my back now. Hi Daisy. Silly cat. Oh, thank you. Thanks for getting off. Okay. Yep, everybody wants to see your butt. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Well, the battery died, so I think this is a good time to stop and go in and have dinner. And I'll go ahead and feed Daisy. Maybe that's why she's all over me right now. Or, I mean, she's been all over me most of the time I've been out here. So, yep, hopefully I'll be able to get back at it after I eat something and get a new battery. It's the day after I was trying to put the hinges on and the battery died on my drill. And I have a little snippet of me taking care of the chickens this morning where that chicken I mentioned was in the wall. Again, so I'll put that in here real quick. She is up there again. Thought I would document this since I mentioned it earlier. I've not gotten up there to check to see if she's laid an egg in there. I'm not too concerned that she's going to hatch them or they're going to rot or something because she hasn't been in there consistently. And I'm pretty sure they're all frozen if there are eggs in there. But, yeah. At some point, I'm going to have to get the ladder out and check in there. What are you up to, silly chicken? But now I'm stuck in the house, babysitting the wood-burning furnace. I'm sitting in the basement because the fire went out. And so while I'm in here, I'm going to go ahead and get the mats cut out for the paint trays. So I got these rubber doormats from the Dollar Tree. They were $3 a piece, and I'm going to cut them to fit in here and do that 8 times, and then hopefully I'll have that furnace back up and running and I can go outside. Here it is. So the eggs should roll down, bump into this, and hopefully not break. And now I just have to do that for 8 more. I'm not going to glue this down. I'm going to leave it just in here loose because this will make it easier to clean these out if necessary. I have seen some people gluing their matting stuff that they're using down in their paint trays, but that just doesn't seem like it would be easy to clean to me. So the trays should be removable and the mats are going to be removable, and if somebody makes a mess in there, like pooping in the nesting box, it'll be easy to just get everything clean. Okay, they're all done. I've also got the furnace going nice and strong, so I'm gonna get bundled up and get out to the barn. It is really cold out there today, so it's not gonna be too pleasant, but thankfully I'm pretty sure that I'm almost done. Just have to put on the hinges and then move everything to the other barn. Gonna have to recruit some kids for that and get it up on the wall. Hope I can get this done quickly and early enough because I need to go to the store and buy dog food. The screws are sticking out a little bit, so that stinks, but hopefully I can just back them out a little bit and then they'll be okay. So that is not going to work. Excuse me, Daisy, come here. That is not going to work, so I'm going to have to get some shorter screws when I go to the store today. I have to go to the store anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and put the rest of this stuff on and just pretend like it's working to get this done for now, and then I'm going to replace the screws later. had the thought last night that I should probably fit these two together. Put the top piece on the bottom piece to make sure they're actually going to line up before I take the pieces over into the other barn. So I'm going to do that right now. But after that, it is ready to go on the wall in the other barn. It's looking pretty good. Doesn't match up perfectly, but that is okay. It's good enough. This side hangs over just a little bit, but that is okay because then I'll just staple or use the brad nailer in here along this edge, and it should go into this board. And I purposefully staggered these. These don't line up, but I'm not sure there's enough room to staple along there or nail along there, but there's definitely room to nail along that board. Excuse me, kitty kitty. Daisy, excuse me. What you doing? What are you doing? Get off. There's definitely enough to staple along here. There's enough space. And maybe this one. But that'll be enough to kind of tack it together. But this board in the middle here is not attached to the top, but it overlaps. So I'm going to use the brad nailer along each of the dividers to attach it to that. I'm also going to screw it into the wall through each of these, and I'm going to get a piece of 2x4, I think. I'll find a piece of 2x4, cut that to the length, and then screw it to the wall, and then screw down inside of that bottom one into the 2x4. I think that's called a cleat. I don't know, I'm not a carpenter. I don't know these terms. With how much I have screwed this thing up here and there and not cut anything straight, obviously I am not a carpenter. That is okay, you don't have to be a carpenter to make something. Look at this, I made this thing. And I'm pretty sure it's gonna work. I'm not gonna say it is until I actually get it in there and functioning. So I'm gonna cut that cleat, if that's what it's called. And then I'm gonna go grab my teenagers and have them help me move this and get it up. Forget the 2x4, I found this board here. It's not quite the whole length, but that's gonna be good enough. And it's thick enough. It will be sitting on here and have enough space for the boards at the back for me to still screw in at the front. Something got delivered on pallets, and they had these on there. It's kind of like a divider or something, or to keep it up off the ground. So that's what that's getting used for. While I wait for my big kids to finish bringing the stuff over that we need, I'm going to take a peek in here. See what that chicken's been up to. Yup, there are eggs. Oh, not only are they frozen, there's also broken and eaten ones. Disgusting. Great. It's just this one chicken. It's just one chicken that's been laying in here. I doubt she's been the one that's eating them, though. Ugh. Well, that's fun. Once we get that nesting box up, the next priority is obviously closing that up somehow so these chickens won't be over here. And they can't do that. Well, they can't do it over here. They could still do it above the window well on that side. So we'll have to put a board up there too. It's never ending. One thing about this homestead life is that you're never gonna get bored because there's always something new to do. Always a new adventure. Be quiet. Higher, because I put my oldest child up. Try. Okay, push it towards the wall. No, push it towards this wall. And now push it. You have to stay there. I'm working here. Alright, now to get this grossness there. Oh, that one's still good. Yuck. Ew, ew. Okay, don't let the dogs in here. Ew, gross, gross, gross. Well, her food is up where he can't get it, so. Ew, nasty. Yeah. Okay, that's super gross. A couple of them are still okay. Okay, we're gonna try an egg. Yay! Whee! Okay, try it with this. One more time. You used the good ones already? Oh, let's see. Yay, look! Ta-da! Awesome.
I freshly laid them.
Well, we have a functional rollaway nesting box. I'm super excited about this. There's a few spots in the wall where it just doesn't lay flush up against the wall. I'm going to get a few longer screws to screw in there, but it's pretty sturdy. It's not going anywhere, thankfully. And we may put in a handle on these at some point, just for convenience sake, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see if the chickens start using them, because, you know, it's different, so chickens don't always like things to be different. I'm sure once I leave, they'll investigate them. It should be easy to clean out. We don't need to do straw anymore, and super excited. Hopefully we'll have nice clean eggs. If for some reason they still try to reach under and into here under the board, I will get like an old t-shirt or something and put fringe, like staple it along here so it hangs down, makes like a little curtain. And I think it looks really good. Yay! Chicken coop level up complete. So thank you for hanging out with us while we did this project. It took way longer than I expected it to. I have these delusions of how long I think things are going to take, and then they actually take like 2, 3, 4 times as long. But we got it done, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Bye.